back to this week's edition of the Blockbuster podcast. I'm your host, Haley.
And I'm Abby.
And this week we are going to talk to you about movies.
So last week's episode was a recap of 2016 movies and movies we're looking forward to. So the normal schedule of the show will be a news segment first, and then the second half will be a recap of movies that we've seen, a movie that just came out, or a franchise or a series that we want to talk about. So the first story is the Flash movie, scheduled to come out in 2018, loses its director, Seth Grahame-Smith.
We have kind of already given up on the DC universe. Man of Steel kind of...
Suicide Squad,
we're excited for.
Yeah.
But as of right now, all the Justice League movies and all this, we're kind of over it.
There's nothing that's there's nothing that is making us look forward to any of these. Batman v Superman was supposed to do that because it was late to the cinematic universe game that Marvel had already done.
Yeah.
So it just is rushed to it, and it doesn't have time. Marvel had
moved years
to
and 10
plan
movies.
it out. They don't have that much time, and it just nothing is going good for it lately. I think Suicide Squad will be fine. I think it'll be good, but it can't save this cinematic universe
it's just going to make people
because it's not going to revolve around those characters.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all that we have to say on that.
Yeah, and Haley's still upset about Ezra Miller.
Oh man, I'm over the Flash. I'm done with it because he didn't cast Grant Gustin. So,
but we're still gonna see it.
Yeah,
so
we'll still see it.
The next news story that we have is Dylan O'Brien was injured on the set of The Maze Runner, and it delayed the production.
It's apparently a really serious injury because they have stopped all production. I think, right?
Yeah,
and he can't film.
Yeah, so I haven't even seen any of these movies.
I've seen them. They're not good. I read the books. They were okay, whatever. But they're just still sort of those dystopian
just
genre trying to appeal to young adults. It's
and they make enough money where they just keep making them, and
yeah.
So I hope Dylan O'Brien will
recover.
Prayers to you, but I hope his career he ventures out into more things because I think he's a talented actor. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's not that much. I just thought it was interesting that the production was delayed so long.
Yeah.
So
the next piece of news that we have to talk about is Ewan McGregor was announced to have his own Obi-Wan spin-off movie.
Well, it's not official.
Oh, it's not official, but...
No, but someone asked him, and he's open to it, but he's not really talked to anyone at Lucasfilm, he said. But I really would want this, because I think something that you and I both agree on is he's so good in the prequels.
He's the only good thing about the prequels.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
And he's at the age where it can take place between episode 3 and 4.
Yeah.
And it would fit in there. And it could be an adventure that doesn't revolve around anything else. Mm-hmm. So you don't need to worry about the storyline.
Kenobi. But.
Yeah, unless Rey's his daughter, which would be so annoying. That would just annoy me so much. Yeah, so speaking of sequels and spin-offs, and this is actually a new story from a couple weeks ago, but I just have some very strong feelings towards it, is Avatar. James Cameron is making 4 sequels at a time, and they're going to be starting in 2018, I think, released every December, which that's when Star Wars, I think, is finding its place. It was going to be episodes 8 was going to be May. And the original episode 7 was going to be May 2015, but it was delayed. And then this episode 8 was also delayed to December. And Rogue One's going to be this December. Mm-hmm. So I think it's finding its place, and it makes a lot of money just because there's families going, and you can make money for 3 weeks while everyone's on winter break. But so that's going to be a lot of competition. But Avatar, there's no cultural impact. No one can tell you what happened in Avatar.
Yeah.
No one.
What is it?
It's not. I'm not saying it has to be like Star Wars where everyone knows what happened, but no one is asking for these. So I just hope that that it bombs at the box office, because I think it's a really creative idea to do it all at once. And I know Pirates of the Caribbean filmed 2 and 3 at the same time. but it's really ambitious.
Yeah.
So I am just hoping that they do well, but I just don't see why. Like, why?
Yeah.
So, okay. I just had very strong feelings. Some exciting news, and I may butcher the name. Alden Ehrenreich. Ehrenreich is the new Han Solo. He was in Hail Caesar and Beautiful Creatures, I think, is what he's from. And he really was a standout in Hail Caesar. How do you feel about this?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's exciting. I've never seen any movies that he's in, but I'm sure he'll do a good job. Hopefully, I mean, Star Wars takes their casting and their movies really seriously, so I highly doubt that they would cast someone who is not like up to the task of portraying a character.
Well, the movie isn't going to be till 2018, but how do you feel about him? The reason they needed to cast him is because he's going to be in Rogue One. How do you feel about that?
I think it's. Wait, they casted him after they've already released the trailer, right?
Yeah, I mean they can still
reshoot and stuff. I don't know.
I just think it's Rogue One's too close to A New Hope that he would already kind of look like Harrison Ford.
He kind of looks like him. How old is he?
I do not know. But
he's probably in his 20s or 30s.
Yeah, so I think it's a little bit too close, but I mean it's obviously not going to be a new a main role. It's already done filming. But yeah, it's going to be interesting because this is the first time. I mean, Rogue One, there's maybe characters that we know, but this is going to be a universally known character that's not going to be played by Harrison Ford. So
that's weird. We'll see. Okay. So our next piece of news is James Bobin is directing Men in Black and 21 Jump Street crossover.
Yeah, so this is interesting. I think this was actually released, the ideas for this, in the Sony hack. And people all thought this was a joke, but apparently it's not. He directed Muppets Most Wanted, and Alice Through the Looking Glass, which are all fine movies. We haven't seen Alice Through the Looking Glass yet, but we will. But there's not going to be Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones. It's going to be mostly Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill in the universe of Men in Black. So they're going to be fighting aliens, and so that'll be, I don't know how that'll do. I really think that 22 Jump Street ended definitively, and it's fine. It doesn't.
We don't need more.
We don't need more, and it kind of alluded to the fact that we're not going to make anything at the end credits. So this will be. We'll talk about this more, but it's very, very weird. Yeah. I just don't even know what to think, honestly. So Wolverine 3 has started filming, and it's going to be R-rated, and it's going to be a very different Wolverine. Simon Kinberg said it's going to be a Wolverine we've never seen. Do you think that they were going to do this even if Deadpool wasn't successful?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they were definitely waiting to see how Deadpool would do. I think this is going to be different than Deadpool, though, because it's not funny.
Yeah, he's not going to be starting.
Deadpool appealed to a lot, completely different demographic, I feel like.
Yeah, and it's going to be a different R rating, like what you said.
Yeah.
I mean, the last X-Men Origins is not a good movie, but I think that a lot of people will go see this for Hugh Jackman, and I think they finally figured out what they want to do with that character. And I think X-Men has been really strong lately. It kind of, in 2009 and 2006, kind of went downhill for a little bit, but Days of Future Past.
And all those new ones.
Oh, and First Class. It's been going uphill, and with Deadpool now, not Fantastic Four, and I don't think that's in the same universe. I think they were going to make it in the I think they were going to make it in the same universe, but not anymore. No. They don't want that movie considered to be a part of that. But I'm excited for this. I think it'll be interesting. Yeah.
So that's it for our news segment. So now we are going to move on to our main event for this week, which is our Civil War review.
Yes, we We're looking forward to this so much.
Like, we've had our tickets for months.
Yeah, we could not. We even saw Star Wars in the trailer.
Yeah,
played before that, and we were like, it was 5 months away, and that felt like forever. But it was finally here, and we're so excited to review it. So I think we should do a non-spoiler talk first, just generally talk about it, and then we'll get into spoiler talk. So I think just like a basic thing, I thought the like graphics, like the effects were really good.
Yeah.
They were very like fluid. They didn't look that. I mean, the first scene there was a little bit, and we saw it in 3D, not IMAX. They were a little shaky, like when they were in the European country that I can't remember, or I don't know what country, but
Lagos.
Yeah, Lagos. When they were there, that was not that bad. But
I think overall this movie, like, not to compare two different movies because that's not what they're for, but like overall this movie did what Batman v Superman did not. Like it was able to combine like the amazing like graphics and like visuals, and also like put together like a really fluid story that like makes sense and like makes you feel for the characters. Yeah. And I think it was a solid movie. Like it was awesome.
Yeah, and just like it's going to be compared to, they were actually going to open the same day.
Yeah.
It was Marvel, and like Marvel was not going to move it, and then Batman v Superman moved up to March 25th.
Yeah.
But I think that like just in general, like it was just a better movie.
Yeah.
They're not really comparable, but they are because
people are making them comparable. Like DC, I feel like is making it comparable.
Yeah, like, and just everything about it, like Batman v Superman, Iron Man versus Cap.
Yeah.
But they were arguing about two completely different things, and even like the reasons that they were fighting, like that was, if that's what you're gonna compare, like Civil War wins.
Yeah.
Batman just wanted to kill Superman because maybe he was gonna be a threat.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of proved he was a threat in Man of Steel when he destroyed Metropolis, and then Superman just wanted to kill him because he was a vigilante. Yeah. So, but in Civil War, without any spoilers, they just felt differently about their opinions, and
it was sad because like they both realized that they were like
on different sides.
Yeah, that they were on different sides, and also that like the other side had a valid point as to why they were choosing that side. So I thought it was really compelling.
What do you think about the statement that it's Avengers 2.5?
I don't know. This was completely different. Like, this is not like any other superhero movie that we've ever seen. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, yeah. I think it didn't have an Avengers feel to it, though. Like, it was...
Because it was
it was fun, but in a different way.
Yeah, it wasn't like Joss Whedon.
Yeah. The Russo brothers did a really great job, though. Like, it was a great movie.
I think that, like, personally, was the best Tony Stark portrayal.
Yeah.
Without...
That was good.
Like, I think the Russo brothers really just got into Tony, and they advanced his story so much that even in his own movies, I don't think... Because he doesn't really change or learn from anything. Yeah. Like, so I just really think that...
No, but I'm just thinking about that one shot. It's in the trailer, too. Like, I don't want to, like, spoil anything. I don't know. But, like, he realizes something, and we'll talk about that when we're talking about spoilers. Like, sound so awkward right now. But, like, he realizes something, and he gets just so, like, angry and, like, upset, and you, like, see it on his face, and it's just like, whoa. Like,
yeah, like, it's just, like, so, like, it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
So, to add to the Avengers 2.5, what did you think of all the Avengers in it?
Oh man,
without any spoilers.
Just like all the like relationships between everybody just got so much deeper, and it was like just so. It was like,
and there wasn't too much of anyone.
No, I felt like there could have been more Ant-Man.
Yeah,
but it didn't leave anything to be wanted. Yeah,
but yeah, I think Spider-Man. Like, you really liked him.
I love Spider-Man.
I think that if he had been in it a little bit more, it would have been too much, and we would have been like, oh, this is Captain America and Iron Man plus Spider-Man.
It was like the perfect amount to make you like, oh, I can't wait for Homecoming.
Yeah, and so I don't know, like, I think Black Panther was another good one.
Yeah.
Which they're kind of doing what Justice League is going to try to do, which is put everyone together first.
Yeah.
And then split them off into their own movie. And I think
I like that.
that like for Wonder Woman, like now we're kind of excited for her movie. We don't really know, but like for Black Panther, I know we didn't know anything about him, and we're so excited for that now to learn about like his like mysterious stuff.
Yeah. I also think it's interesting. I don't know if this is a spoiler or not, but I also think it's interesting how they sort of went into Black Panther's backstory a little bit in this movie. So I'm wondering how they're gonna go into that in
I wonder when that will take place, because stuff happens that would, I don't know if his origin
would that be his origin though, because he already, maybe not, maybe that was just his motive.
Yeah, maybe he's already that person. They'll just flash
because they did say something about how he was like, oh, in my country, like this is the thing, now it's me.
Yeah, so maybe I thought someone who I like Jeremy Renner, but I don't really know why Hawkeye's there. I thought he was good in it. Scarlet Witch and Vision were both really good because they're the most powerful people on the planet. Like they should at least relate on some level. I thought their relationship was really good. Black Widow, she's always good. This is unrelated, well, kind of related. They announced that they're really dedicated to making her own movie.
I saw that, yeah.
But I really think that she works fine in all these movies, and to learn her backstory would kind of add it would take away from the character, like the mystery. It makes her like
mysterious, because like in Ultron, like I know that movie's like really criticizable if that's a word, but like they go into her backstory and they like show like scenes, and it's kind of like confusing, but it's also like adds to that air of mystery surrounding her, while also like giving you more information about her.
Yeah, but that's as much as we need to know. Like I don't want to know anything more. Yeah, and in a good way. It's nothing against that she's a female. Yeah, I just think that character who like you never know what side she's on is just, I don't want to movie for her. But if she does, we'll see it.
Yeah, we'll see it.
The fighting was really good. The choreography was
I've
good.
never really been into I've never really appreciated the fights, but that airport scene was insane. Like that's coming from a person who just like doesn't really get.
And the final battle scene was really good. And the opening.
It was just
3 big
solid
scenes
like
for each act.
Oh my god, the ending. That was intense. That was like, oh man.
So, and I really liked the relationship between the characters, like Bucky and Falcon. No spoilers, they were really good. Yeah, I think our review, what are we gonna rate this out of?
I don't know.
Are we just gonna give it a letter grade?
Sure.
I mean, because I would give this like an A.
I would too. I think it was great. Like one of the better Marvel movies that I've seen. Like one of the best, probably.
Where does this rank with all the others?
I liked it probably the most, actually. I think it was entertaining, like the whole, like every single aspect of it was entertaining. Like I know people say they like Winter Soldier, and I like that one too. I thought that was a really good movie. But I think I could appreciate this one better. Yeah. And also, like, I don't know. I think I just liked it more.
Yeah. Do you think it's better than the first Avengers?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, obviously you wouldn't have Civil War without the Avengers. Yeah. But it's better. But we'll never get the feeling of watching them all on the screen for the first time. But yeah, I think this was arguably the best one so far.
I think so too.
And I think obviously we're all so excited for Infinity War now with the Russo brothers showing what they can do with so many characters. Yeah. And they're gonna have 3 times more characters in Infinity War Part 1 and 2.
That's gonna be a crazy movie.
Yeah, they're gonna show. They showed everyone what they can do, and we're so excited.
We're so excited.
So now, the spoiler time.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
If you haven't seen the movie, turn it off.
Okay. Captain America does not die.
No one dies. Nobody dies.
I don't know how I felt about that.
I think now I'm really scared that he's going to die in Infinity Wars, and I could see that, and I think that would be interesting because people would think like, oh, like he didn't die, but then it's like plot twist. Yeah. He's dying in Infinity Wars.
Because after Infinity War, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, obviously we'd like to see these movies with all these actors for 50 more years, but eventually, like, they're all gonna kind of want, and I think but I just like really love what they're doing now.
Yeah.
I just really think it's a good series that they have going. I don't want anyone to die. But yeah, I don't know if he would have died and they would have done like a Superman, like he's dead, but he's not really dead.
I didn't
Like if he was dead, I wanted him
like
to
if
be
you're gonna
dead.
kill him, make that decision and like stick with it, because
Yeah.
then it's just predictable.
Exactly. So that was like the biggest thing that we had questioned going in.
Yeah.
Is anyone gonna die? We knew Tony Stark was not gonna die because a week ago they announced he's gonna be in Homecoming.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Spider-Man, he was awesome.
He was insane, like amazing. I think he's the best Spider-Man that we've had because so I was explaining this to Abby, like my dissection of the Spider-Man. So that sounds really weird. So I think that Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man, but
he was the best Peter Parker.
yeah, but Andrew Garfield was the best Peter Parker. But
Really? You
Yeah,
think
I
the
think it was the opposite. Because Andrew
okay.
Garfield was wait. No, I said it the other way. I said it wrong. So yes, like what Abby said. So Tobey Maguire was a better Peter Parker, but Andrew Garfield was a better Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But Tom Holland takes those two separate things and puts them together,
And
which
he's
makes
also just a different one now.
he's different. Yeah, he's like lovably nerdy, and he just never shuts up.
But
Like
in a
literally,
good way.
yeah, in a good way.
And I think we saw that only a little bit with him with the Amazing Spider-Man. Like
Yeah.
there's that one scene, the first one, when he's messing with the cop.
Yeah.
But there's nothing else like that.
Yeah,
it's-
like banter.
There's no continuity with
Yeah.
that character. And I think Andrew Garfield was just kind of doing Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
So-
but like more hipster.
So, and this one just is so good. And you said you saw that Tobey Maguire like approved of him.
Yeah, I was looking on his Instagram, and it said it was a picture of Tom Holland as Spider-Man, and it said like, "You're doing a great job, dude. Like, way to go, keep it up."
I feel like Tobey Maguire's he's good because he's over it. But
Yeah.
when I remember, just side story, I remember when they announced that he would be in Civil War, or no, just that he was at Marvel.
Yeah.
I felt so bad for Andrew Garfield. 'Cause
Right?
he had a franchise coming.
Didn't Sony say that they had like 7 more movies lined up or something ridiculous?
Yeah, and they're still going to go forward with the Sinister Six movie that's not connected to Marvel, which I think
weird.
is just stupid. Just do it at Marvel.
Sony better not take over Spider-Man ever again, because Marvel does it way better.
Yeah.
Like, this has been the best Spider-Man. He was so entertaining.
Exactly. So we could talk about Spider-Man all day.
Yeah, but we'll wait for Homecoming.
Black Panther.
I thought he was cool. I didn't know anything about Black Panther, and I thought he was awesome. Like, I really liked Chadwick Boseman.
And I really liked his addition to the story.
Yeah.
Like Wonder Woman, we just keep comparing this to
Yeah.
Batman v Superman. I'm not going to do that. But I really liked that he was in there for a reason. He just
Yeah.
wasn't in there for no reason at all, just to
Yeah.
be there. And like we were saying before, we really just like we didn't need to see his origin
Yeah.
story. And just it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Jeremy Renner, I said, was like good. Scarlet Witch and Vision. Do you think they're gonna get together?
I don't know. People were speculating about that, and I think they do in the comics.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of weird. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's just kind of like, but
I just think it's weird that Vision is just like a person.
Yeah.
Like to me, I'm just like, he's not a person, but he
yeah.
is. So
I don't know. And I felt like they had sort of like a father-daughter type thing going in this movie. But maybe I was just wrong, and maybe
yeah.
I've just gone to
See,
a
I
all-girls
didn't
school for
I
too
didn't
long.
see that.
Yeah, I don't
Sorry.
know. But I mean, they do. I think they're trying to come up with some sort of like relationship, like love
yeah.
relationship. But it's not going to be. I don't think it's going to have anything to do with Captain. Oh wait, well no. Psych. I'm gonna stop talking.
Okay. We'll cut that part out.
Yeah.
Okay, who else? Ant-Man, I thought was really good.
He was awesome.
I said that coming out of the theater. That was he's obviously not that essential to the plot, but I really thought that that was so good. Like he added to the movie instead
Yeah.
of just being the silly little guy.
Yeah, he was funny.
And to go back to Tom Holland, when he made the Spider-Man, when Spider-Man was swinging around his legs.
Yes.
And he made the Empire Strikes Back reference. Like, that was so funny. Everyone in the theater was
That's like
dying.
especially funny because it's like bringing like two things that Marvel has like never had the rights for that they like just got the rights
Yeah.
for together, and now it's like that's just funny.
Black Widow was good. I mean, we already talked about
Yeah.
her. Who else? Oh, Bucky.
Bucky and Falcon's relationship.
They were so good.
I
Like
know.
when they were sitting in the car and he wouldn't pull the seat up.
Yeah.
I really liked Sebastian Stan
Yeah.
as him. We got to see more of his character. Because in Winter Soldier, as much as we got to know Bucky's story, we didn't get to know Bucky. And this, you get to see what he's like more.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh,
Zemo?
We'll get to him in a minute.
Yeah.
What did you think about the torture? Like him, the trigger words, like, and then him going to, I mean, okay, wait. Okay, we're gonna delete that. Okay. So with Zemo, how did you feel about him as a villain? Did you like that he wasn't that involved, or did you think that we didn't need him, or that we needed more of him as a villain?
I thought it was interesting how they had like a more like psychological character as a villain instead of like a physical. I think it's definitely part of what makes Civil War so unique. But I thought it was interesting, and I'm definitely thinking he'll come back at some point.
Maybe. I don't think so.
What happened to him at the end? I can't remember.
Just Black Panther. He didn't let him kill himself.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I thought he was a very interesting.
Oh no, he was in the torture chamber, right?
Oh yeah, so maybe not. But I don't know. I thought he was a really good character.
Yeah, I liked it. I think that him being from Sokovia is such a good angle for it because there's so many people seeking revenge for people that they have lost, and sometimes it's not the best idea to seek out the people that killed your family and kill them, or so. But I really liked the idea that he wasn't this big, powerful being that was going to destroy them. I really liked the quote when he said, "I'm going to make them fight themselves,"
which is like how. Comparing again to Batman v Superman, Lex Luthor was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make them kill each other."
Yeah,
like that's
for
how.
No reason.
Yeah, for no reason. But this time it had a reason, and it was really powerful.
Yeah, and I really liked the arc. The last fight with Steve, Bucky, and Tony was just too good.
Yeah.
Oh,
like I knew nobody was gonna die because it got spoiled to us.
Yeah.
But like I literally thought they were gonna beat the crap out of each other. Like I thought they were gonna kill each other.
Yeah.
And it was really intense and like personal.
Oh,
what?
I just remembered a big person that we forgot. War Machine.
Oh yeah.
I really liked him in this movie. Like he was such a good addition to it. I really liked his arc of him getting injured, and that's when it crossed the line.
Yeah. I was kind of like.
I was kind of surprised that Vision accidentally, because he's Vision.
Yeah.
Like accidentally hit him, but whatever. So, and it's oh my god, that's a sink. We're gonna like
Drown.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pause this so for Cap. Oh, did you like his relationship with Sharon Carter?
No.
I
think
it's
weird.
It was. I mean, it happens in the comics, but it felt a little forced. Like it's just also weird. Like,
but they made it funny, like when he kissed her, and then all of them were in the car, like, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. How did you feel about Cap's arc as a character?
I don't know. What did you think?
I just thought that I think Chris Evans is such a good Captain America, and I really liked the idea that even though Bucky has killed all these people, he's going to stick by him, and that he's going to stick together with his friend, even though he killed Tony's parents. Another Batman v Superman like comparison, mommy issues, and like we said before, Tony's character arc really adds when we find out that he has to watch his parents die.
That was sad.
Yeah, that was too much.
That's the scene where he like realizes that Bucky killed his parents, and you just like see the emotions on his face.
this movie just has so much that I literally just don't even know. Like, there's so much I just want to talk about, but
Right? I can't like
there's so
formulate my
many
thoughts right now.
things.
We have to go see it again. We're gonna go see it again. We've been
We're
planning
gonna
to
see
go
it
see
so
again.
many times, and then when we get it on Blu-ray, we're gonna see it.
We're gonna watch it every day.
Yeah. Any predictions? Oh wait, back up. I just like the movie as a whole, taking it aside that it's a superhero movie, do you think that it flowed like as a movie?
Like as a story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely did. More than Batman v Superman.
We
We
have
need
to
to
stop
stop comparing it because they're not the same movie, but whatever. But yeah, I definitely think like it totally made sense, like as like a coherent story.
Yeah.
Like I think it was, I don't know. Do you think it would be good as like a standalone?
I think that, I mean, and there's,
Like, do you
I
think?
think that Marvel has got to the point where, because before they said you don't need to watch the Avengers, or you don't need to watch the first of Phase 1 to watch the
Yeah.
Avengers. You can just watch the Avengers.
Yeah.
You can just watch Age of Ultron without knowing anything. And I think now, like, it's not to that point.
You have to be invested.
Yeah, so I think, I mean, obviously, like, you can just sit down and watch it, but you need to know, like, you have to have the background.
Yeah.
Of not
Yeah.
all 14 movies,
But
but
most of them.
at least the Captain America movies. You should know the story of
Oh,
Bucky and that they're 100 years old at the time
Yeah.
of present day. But yeah, I really liked the movie just together. Like, I think the rewatchability factor is going to be really good.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, some movies, like the original Avengers movies, like the more I watch it, like I just kind of get tired of it. Like it's still a great movie, but I think
with
sometimes
the
get tired of
Avengers,
it.
just specifically, like, I just think that it's only good when they're all on screen.
Yeah.
Like, the rest of the movie is just, like, the commercial break.
Yeah.
And then Age of Ultron, we didn't hate as much as most, like, people did. Like, we thought it was fine, but there was a lot going on in it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, just to compare it to those two. But, yeah, so we said before in the non-spoiler talk, A. I don't think A+, or maybe.
I mean, there's always room for improvement. I thought it was the
Yeah,
best
I don't
Marvel
know,
movie that we've
I don't
seen
know
so
what
far.
you could have improved on.
Yeah.
I think maybe, if anything, just visually, like,
Yeah.
the first scene was just kind of choppy for me. But that's just me personally. I obviously am not making these movies. But, yeah, I thought it was really good. And we're probably going to see it a million more times.
Yeah.
So, for going forward in the MCU, the post-credit scene alluded to Black Panther. And the next post-credit scene after the credits was Spider-Man. That was really cool. Did you like the direction of, we're not going to tell you the origin of Spider-Man? Yeah.
I did. Yeah, because, I mean,
Because he's 6 months in.
yeah, I personally don't mind origin stories that much. Like, I feel like different, like, directors play them differently, and that can make them interesting in their own way. But I do definitely think that, like, the Spider-Man origin story, people are getting tired of. Like, it's grown a little old. And I thought it was funny in the movie when Iron Man, like, or Tony Stark asked Peter, like, oh, like, so how did this happen to you anyway? And Peter was like, well, oh, it's a funny story. And he started to say something, and Tony Stark was like, he just cut him off.
Yeah.
That made me laugh, because I was like, oh,
Yeah. And
shade.
Yeah, so we don't know. And then we also didn't learn that Uncle Ben is dead. He's obviously
Yeah.
not there, but
Yeah.
he's already dead, which is nice. So we don't have to see his death scene. Or maybe we'll see a flashback
Yeah.
of it.
Who knows?
So it's going to take place after Civil War, and I'm excited to see where Robert Downey Jr. is going to play into that story. I think him and Aunt May have a thing.
Yeah. But that'll probably be more in Homecoming.
Yeah, or even the sequel. I think he's really going to be a mentor for him, and he obviously will learn about the suit, so that'll be fun. Yeah, Infinity War is the next Avengers movie.
Yeah.
I mean, this was Captain America, but there's so many people there's gonna be so many people in that movie, and like I said, it's just the Russo brothers proved that. Captain Marvel was confirmed that she's gonna be in it. That will be exciting.
Before her movie?
I think her movie is 2019. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think it'll be either in between. So that'll bring more more of a superhero to it.
Yeah.
And we have Doctor Strange.
We had that trailer at the movie.
That'll be like we said before, we don't know anything about the origin, but everything that Marvel has done with like Guardians of the Galaxy, all its obscure properties, they've totally just mastered.
Yeah.
So I think going forward, this just proved how strong Marvel is as a franchise. Not even as a superhero franchise, just as a series of movies.
Yeah.
This is so historic in the sense that it's working. It's not a spin-off that failed. It's an ongoing story, and it's just getting bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our review for Civil War. It was kind of all over the place just because we had so many thoughts and so many feelings towards it, but overall, we really liked it. Yeah, so this is the end of the episode. Stay tuned next week. I don't know if next week or the week after we'll talk X-Men movies to get ready for X-Men Apocalypse. And I'm going to make Haley watch Alice in Wonderland, the 2010 movie, so hopefully she'll enjoy that.
Yeah. Get hype.
Okay, thanks for listening.
See you next time.